you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down.
Brought down by Eric.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now they'll throw with Allen. His throw incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he was hit
the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get it back at his own 3-yard line.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On the return is Cohen. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Play action. Allen sliding out of the pocket. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Allen. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Chicago.
Job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the 2nd level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
They up getting nothing out of that second down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one is right down Broadway. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called, and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. On the RPO, that's complete right side. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd down, Swift. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run here with Swift. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bears' 25-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to the running game with Swift. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Joey Sly on for the field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games, and now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. Takes it all the way down to the 3. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears will extend their lead. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
Bears 10, Lions nothing. Justin Rohrwasser set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there for Detroit. 55 yards. field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll set up to throw. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Complete. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 8-yard line.
In there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
The tackle made back at the 13-yard line.
$10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Lions nothing.
Third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think can absorb that contact.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Allen. Launch a screen pass. That's complete. And pass past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On second down, it's Montgomery. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Third down.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Allen. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man of the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
DeAndre.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to air one out. And he knocks kicks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, they may have gotten lucky. Trying to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll find Gallup, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Swift on the counter. DJ Hayden, the corner, in on the tackle.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Second down and 8. Back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line.
1st and 10.
13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. It to the 1. Out of bounds right there. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece.
That ties the game at 10. Set to kick off.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And the Bears first down.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Tied up at 10, 2 minutes left in the first half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. from the red zone now. Allen. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Well, a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He will push his way down to about the 14. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now Allen off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, Allen. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okuda. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Allen's pass intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Justin Rohrwasser set to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded in the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Third quarter starts with a run from Swift.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, they'll throw. Looking deep downfield. And this one is incomplete. So, Charles, tying game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Swift. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. That's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen
will get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
First down, a run with Cohen. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Allen will drop this one down to Cohen. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
From the 41, Allen. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. A full left side taken in by Kmet. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4 down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
As they run the counter play. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Off the bootleg. Allen rolling to his right. That's going to be caught.
And the Bears are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10.
Bears 17, Lions 10. Justin Rohrwasser set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And it's 2nd down.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Out to the right to Humphries. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
To the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
Final minute now of the third quarter. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
And to give this time to the tailback. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Julian Okwara on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Allen. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Shy of the 45 despite some powerful running.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
The Bears on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's complete to Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. first down. Cohen. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Chicago. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
Justin Rohrwasser.
People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. That's a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run the counter. Swift. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll look to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That one caught by Gibson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Lions on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down, now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep him on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
Montgomery, the ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Lions' 47-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. like this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line.
And now they'll throw with Allen rolling to his left. He'll run it. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. We're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Montgomery. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Yardage back to the 34-yard line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. He completes this into the hands of Miller. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. This is Cohen. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw, deep depth, and that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to fourth down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game.
This is Dev B Music.
Hey yo, yeah. Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that chicky finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep it racking my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check. T-shirt check. Sneakers check. Socks check. Hoodie check. Shorts check. Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Going up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride, shorty bad and gorgeous. She was rocking stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'ma say. Got a new Prestos and a J's in the way. Got a new wristwatch, but it don't take time. Might pull up on a hop if it's talking too hot. And you wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. Well, this my court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep it racking my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel away, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel.